begins with the promise of a better future. Yet, for millions of Nigerian children, that promise is cut short. Government data now paints a stark picture out of 24 million children enrolled in primary school. Only 4 million make it to the end of senior secondary education. This is a staggering 20 million dropouts who disappear from the system before completing their basic education.
According to the information, the government reports that we have 20 million school dropout students. So that is huge. So they have to look at solution to that. So I think one of the solution the Minister of Education is looking out is actually the seamless transition to secondary school so that we can have retention for the dropout students.
We ask ourselves why. Is it because of the two segments we have in secondary school? Is that the purpose? Is that the reason? People that started 634, they knew that would be dropout. The best thing is that whatever policy we are going to implement, we must do that evaluation. After 5 years, we need to ask ourselves, have we been able to achieve the objective?
Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, describes the current JSS to SSS separation policy as a failed system that creates unnecessary administrative bottlenecks and physical barriers to progression. By merging these divisions into a single 12-year uninterrupted basic education model, the government aims to eliminate the transition hurdles that often lead students to abandon their studies at the junior secondary level. Beyond simply fixing the structure, stakeholders argue that this reform is an opportunity to modernize what happens in the classroom. The focus is shifting towards a more integrated curriculum, one that prioritizes foundational literacy and earlier exposure to vocational skills. The goal is to ensure that every graduate leaves the system not just with a certificate, but with marketable skills ready for the 21st century economy.
Vocational studies should be part of every student from the junior secondary, not at NYSC stage.
Let us make sure that our students too are working like the Chinese, Indonesia and everything, students. If a JSS student in China can produce an asset, what happened to our own students here?
But the reform is not without its critics. Experts warn that structural changes alone are not a magic bullet. Without concurrent investment in school infrastructure, teacher welfare, and the deployment of digital learning tools like the Nigerian Learning Passports, the systemic issues of overcrowding and low teacher quality may persist. As the proposal heads to the National Council on Education for approval, the nation watches closely. The measure of success will not just be the abolition of a policy, but the creation of a system that truly keeps Nigerian children in the classroom and prepares them for life beyond it. Testimony Komlafe, OGTV News.